accident during Tuesday's snowstorm cost a paramedic his life in Harford County, and today his death is hitting home with members of his longtime volunteer company in Howard County.
ABC 2 News' Jeff Hager has more on the tributes to their fallen colleague. Jeff?
Well, Kelly, at just 29 years old, Erik Steciak spent more than half of his life trying to save others, and he's certainly left quite a mark on those who served alongside him. Of all of their many duties, this one strikes home. Members of the West Friendship Volunteer Fire Department draping their station and engines with black bunting to pay tribute to Erik Steciak, who was lost in the prime of his life. His locker here in Howard County remains untouched in honor of the 29-year-old who died when he was struck by a piece of equipment while answering a motorist distress call in Harford County. Fire Chief Mickey Day says his sudden death is certainly taking its toll on the men and women here.
It's been tough. Obviously, we're not even 24 hours into this, but we had the critical incident stress team was here to meet with our members last night, and there was probably 70 of our members here that came in just a moment's notice to be with each other. We're meeting with the family today, and you know, to show our support and see what they need from us.
Day says Steciak had just been promoted to captain back in November, but he first joined the volunteer ranks at the age of 14. And he brought some special attributes to the department.
Erik was a very unique individual. Erik was one of those guys that probably his greatest strength was he was the one that would sit down with our new members as they came in and take the time to meet with them and to talk with them and help them to learn every aspect of the volunteer fire service and how to become a good member.
A good member who had recently been rewarded for great work and a devotion to the service that all ended on an icy driveway in a freak accident while trying to help others. While we often think of fire presenting the greatest threat to firefighters and paramedics, Chief Day says in recent years training has also focused on the threats posed by calls along highways and roads, especially in inclement weather, which were certainly factors in Captain Steciak's death. Jeff Hager, ABC 2 News.
Captain Steciak split his time between Howard County and his volunteer job in Bel Air, so the funeral arrangements reflect that. A viewing will be held at the West Friendship Volunteer Fire Company from 6 until 9 next Friday night. A second viewing will be held at the Bel Air Volunteer Fire Company on Saturday, January the 17th from 1 to 5. His funeral will be scheduled for Sunday, January the 18th at 1, and that'll be held at the West Friendship Volunteer Fire Company. A wake will immediately follow service.